Hello everybody and welcome to Ballroom Dance Buddy, the all-in-one partner dancing application. This is where you can make choreographies, listen to music with tempo control, and also look up any move in the NDCA and UCWDC syllabi to learn. So I'll start out in the settings menu. Here you can change into dark mode, which I will do, and also turn on autoplay. What this will do, autoplay off, means it will play one song at a time, and autoplay on means it will continue playing songs in the same genre for as long as you let it. So if we go ahead and create a choreography, we can do that by pressing the plus button. We'll name it something. We choose between our international, American, or country dance styles, which will automatically be filled here, obviously, but we're going to go ahead and just make a gold international standard waltz. We have no figures because we have to build the choreography, so we'll do that by using the plus button. We can add a few figures, but let's say I've made my own little figure, or I just don't remember the name of something. I can go ahead and add them into this menu here using this plus button, and the backflip is how I will start off my choreography. I can also make sure it's at the long wall, and later on add a short wall. So you saw me arranging them there, so that's possible. And we also eliminate the need to switch into the YouTube app by adding a play button where you can look at the figure you have added.
Follow a reverse and slip pivot.
This video clip will automatically replay itself over and over and over again so that you can study it without being distracted by the controls of the YouTube player. You can also add any notes you want to each individual move. This is useful for teachers if you want to notate some technique tips, if you want to say which direction the figure starts and ends, which hold the figure starts and ends in, or any relevant details. This is also useful for students during practices when you are told something that you might likely forget, that you just need to remember every time you look at your choreography, such as stay low in the knee. Very important. Of course, we can delete our backflip as expected, but what if we wanted to share a choreography? Well, we can download it by going to the top right hand corner, and see I've done this 10 times, so that will be the 10th test file. But that doesn't really matter. If we want somebody else to download it, they can go to the bottom left here, import it from the file. Look at all those choreographies, and now I have 2 of them. We can also upload it to a publicly available and shareable link on Google Drive or Dropbox. I have one right here. It will reload, and this will be Sonia Silver Foxtrot version 1, which will show up here. If I didn't want to bother opening all these folders, and I had a naming convention that allowed me to filter through the search, such as my instructor's name, I could also do that. I often also use events such as Texas Hoedown, down here in Texas, country dance competition, to organize things, just so I don't need to go down and open up all the folders and look for all the choreographies I have. So moving on to the music menu, this is pretty self-explanatory. There's not much going on here. It's a lot of songs, about 50 for each dance style. So there's about 50 songs in Jitterbug here, 50 songs in Bachata, 50 songs in Waltz. And if that's not enough for you, you can add your own songs using the top right-hand corner, and that will open up your files so you can add your own songs. The best part about this is the tempo control, so you don't need to pay for it, you don't need to watch any ads to use it, it just works. So we can go ahead and tap along to the music. And that will get you within plus or minus 1 BPM of the actual song. And if we know the tempo range, for example, the international standard tempo range for all the syllabi is 84 to 90 BPM. So I can go ahead and slow it down to be in the middle of that range, or I can slow it down further to practice Or I could speed it up if I really wanted to. So that's very useful for any kinds of practice. I know a lot of foxtrot songs are a bit slower than we dance them to, or a bit faster, I think. Foxtrot's 112 to 120, but a lot of foxtrot songs are closer to 125 or 130, especially social foxtrot songs, or just your normal, like jazz, whatever songs. So that's very useful, very cool, very nice. Eliminate your streaming services, whatever you need, but of course you're free to use those. I don't mind. In the figure finder, it's exactly what it says. It's used to find figures. So if you want to build a choreography but you don't have all of the figures memorized, you can come here, go into waltz. We're building several choreographies so we can do bronze and silver, and we can just look at the moves.
Outside spin.
We can also find everything if we search for them. So if we know we're looking for a spin, we can search for spin. We can look, they're color-coded, bronze, silver, gold, and the purple ones are country, because they don't have bronze, silver, gold. Yeah, and of course these will go to the videos. And that is about it for the functionality of this app. I made this in hopes that it makes choreography creating and practice a little bit more accessible to everybody. So if you're a college student who depends on stealing choreographies from YouTube videos, hopefully this might motivate you to try to make your own choreography, or if you're sick of dancing the same choreography as everyone else because you all have the same instructor who has the one choreography for bronze, you don't need to do that anymore. If you just put about half an hour in researching some moves, seeing how they all tie together, and then you can make your own choreography, test it out, take notes. It's fun. It's very fun. So hopefully this is useful. Please let me know your praises, your concerns, your comments, and any suggestions for future development. It will be a little bit slow because this is pretty much completely done in my eyes, especially after the most recent edition of all the American Smooth and Rhythm syllabi, which is a lot. It's a lot of moves. Really, a lot of moves. It was a lot of work, but I got it done. Don't worry. So any suggestions are appreciated, but I am unemployed, looking for employment, and this does not get me paid. So if you have a suggestion and you really, really want it, go ahead and click that donation button and leave a suggestion. That will be a big motivator for me to develop this further. But currently, it is very usable. I've been using it for the past month and a half in my personal practices, and it's been very nice. So I hope to share this with the world, and I hope that you get a lot of use out of it.